Hi, I'm Cece. What's poppin'? Welcome to my channel. So if you've been a watcher on YouTube for as long as I have, which is like a decade, you've probably heard of the challenge or the tag, my first time. Can I speak? So if you've been a watcher on YouTube for as long as I have, which is like a decade, you've probably heard of a thing called the My First Time tag. It was super popular in like 2014, and I thought that I would throw it back a little bit and answer the questions on that tag for today's video. Let's get started, shall we? So the first question is, first app you check when you wake up in the morning? If it's the weekend, I'm probably gonna open TikTok or no, TikTok. Yeah, I'm opening TikTok right when I wake up. And if it's the weekday, usually I'll open Snap first and clear all my messages, and then I'll check the weather app. Please, you youngins, don't come for me for using Snapchat. I'm sorry. Question 2. First Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post? I'll put them here. I know my Instagram one is a picture of me in like 6th grade. Oh, it's a terrible picture. It's archived now. It ain't there no more. First YouTuber I subscribed to. It was most likely O2L. Y'all know they were super popular. I think that's kind of what started my YouTube watching addiction, was Our Second Life. What is the song? It's let me tell you about 6 young fellas that really know how to get down. JC, Kaylin, Connor, Sam, Ricky, Kian, and Trevi Moran. We really need to get Charlie Puth back on that. First boyfriend. Does like pre-K count? Like, are we talking like that? Because if we are, and it does, his name was Roger. I don't really like remember him. I have no idea what he's doing now or what he looks like or anything. I did get like a little I do have like a little Valentine's Day card that I got from him. It's SpongeBob. I don't know what it says, but it's a little SpongeBob. If we're talking like real boyfriend, you know, like from a time that I can actually remember, I was like 15 or 16, something like that. I was a freshman and he was a junior. Ew, first of all. And honestly, I think that I only dated him because he was like the first guy to ever show interest in me. Looking back, I definitely should not have dated him. I mean, I don't necessarily like regret it. No, I do. He cheated on me, but can't really change that now. I dated him. We move on. He cheated on me, and we had a mutual friend, and that mutual friend messaged me and was like, hey, by the way, this is what happened. And I was like, oh, cool. He's also a pothead, and I am not, and he was always like trying to give me a smoke, and I was like, no. So I definitely should not have dated him. We were not compatible at all. First celebrity crush. Okay, I'm gonna do like a cartoon and a regular person. So cartoon crush, and I just need y'all to like hear me out, open ears, like just hear me out on this one, okay? Y'all know that show, Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids? The like tall, lanky, red guy? Ooh! Or the Grim Reaper from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? I like guys that look like they eat cigarettes for breakfast every day. That might be where that comes from. A more like normal cartoon, I would say, would be like Danny Phantom. I used to watch that show religiously. My hair looks really shiny. Sorry, I used to watch that show all the time. I still know the theme song word for word. If y'all ever need me to spit a bar, let me know and I'll do it for you. I'll mess around. As far as like a real person, it's probably like Jake T. Austin from Wizards of Waverly Place. He was a cutie. A cutie. I wonder what he's doing now. My first crush, so just like person I actually know. Okay, Mom, if you're watching, I know you remember this boy. I'm not gonna say his name. I'll say his first name, Austin. I'm not gonna say his last name. But I literally remember the first time that I laid eyes on him. He was a grade above me, and I had his mom as a 5th grade teacher. And one day he walked in because he like needed his mom for for something. And the second I laid my eyes on him, I was like hard eyes, heart pumping out the chest. And that crush lasted until he graduated, and it's only because like I didn't see him every day anymore, so I was like I didn't forget about him, but I like it drifted away, you know? Never spoke to him ever, not once. I had a crush on him 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 8 years, and I never said a word to that man. My first job was at Sonic Drive-In when I was 16. And if you don't know what Sonic Drive-In, it's basically a drive-in. My first pet, we had like a few like when I was like really young that I remember only because there's like pictures and because people like my siblings and stuff will talk about them, but I don't remember them. But my first pet was a golden retriever named Buddy. His full name was Cecilia's little buddy. Don't get it confused, because he was mine. But he was the sweetest, sweetest dog. My uncle's dog had like a litter, and he let me come over and pick whatever one I wanted. And he lived for a long time. Ooh, sad story. So my parents had him put down because he was like he couldn't walk anymore, and he couldn't stand to go pee, so he would just like pee on his fur. So they decided to put him down so like he wasn't miserable, obviously. But the night before I got home from work at like midnight, I was so exhausted, and he was laying excuse me, he was laying like off the porch, off to the side. He was like whining at me to get me to come over and pet him, and he was like wagging his tail and everything, and I was like, I'll pet you in the morning because I'm so tired, because I was so tired. And then I woke up the next morning and my mom came in my room and told me they put him down, and I was like, that's all I can think about when I think of him. I'm like, I should have just petted him. I'm gonna cry, holy crap. But yeah, that still kind of haunts me to this day. Really regret not petting him one last time. I really wish. Mom, I know you're watching. Should have woke me up and let me say goodbye. My first piercing, and when did I get it? My first and only piercing is my ears. I don't have any earrings in. I have no idea when I got them. Shout out Mom. I texted her and asked her. She said, I don't know. But to be fair, she's got 6 kids, so I'll allow it. But I remember the story of when I got them. So older sister, her name's Mandy. She made a deal with me. She was like, if you get your ears pierced, I'll get my second hole. And I was like, done and done. Like, yeah, let's do this. And so we went to Walmart when Walmart still did piercings. She got hers done, and I was like, actually, I'm so good, thank you. And so I didn't get my ears pierced that day, but like a week or 2 later, I went back with my mom and I got them pierced. And I was like, oh, that's what I was freaking out about. My first tattoo. So my first tattoo was, I'll insert a picture because I don't want to I can't lift this all the way up. I'll show you one of them. That it's a reference to Ariana Grande's In My Head. First thing I do when I get home, I immediately change. I changed my pajamas, which is just like shorts and a t-shirt or a sweater, depending on if it's cold in the house or not. First time I ever got drunk. I've been buzzed a few times. I don't really drink that often, like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. But on New Year's of this year, 2024, months leading up to it, I was like, I'm getting wasted. I want to get plastered, faced, drunk. I want to know what it feels like. And right, I'm drinking with people I trust and love, and we're not going out. We're at a friend's house, so it's nothing too crazy. I'll maybe insert some clips from them. I think I found one from the other day.
I can't tell what's going on.
I know, I took
Love you, Reagan. Oh my God, I'm taking a picture.
I went to sleep at 2. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what time I'd lie to you. I have no idea what time I went to sleep, but I was on Natalia's couch. My friend, shout out Natalia. I fell asleep on her couch. I don't know when. And then I woke up at 7 in the morning. I was like, have you guys not gone to bed yet? What are you doing? I laid on the couch and I like kind of rolled over and I felt throw up coming up and I was like, and I threw up into my shirt. My new shirt I bought for the party. Threw up into it. Still don't have it back, by the way. Yeah, you tell her. But yeah, I threw up into it, so I went throw up on the couch. And then I went home. My first kiss. It was awful. It was awful. It was my first boyfriend, that was mentioned earlier. I was also his first kiss. So I guess like he just didn't know what he was doing and I didn't know what I was doing. So my brother came and picked me up because I didn't have my car yet. And he didn't have a license. He was a junior in high school and didn't have a license. Embarrassing. He walked me to like the door, like, so here's the outside. He walked me to the door. And you know, you can always like tell when somebody's about to kiss you for the first time. There's just like this energy and like guys make that stupid face. Y'all know. He leaned in and he just like tongue down my throat immediately. And I was like, who is teaching these people that you have to put your tongue in their throat on the first kiss? Who's teaching that? I was like, I pushed him off of me and I was like, no. He got better. But then he cheated on me and we broke up, so. First time visiting the hospital when I was born. I'll be here all night, people. So I have a scar right there. It's like way less prominent than it was when this happened. Obviously, that's what scars do. They heal and fade. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to give you a lesson. I think I was in daycare and the lady, we were getting ready to watch a Mary-Kate and Ashley film. So it was like one of those old TVs that you inserted the VHS into and it was just sitting on like a TV stand. And in front of it was just a rubber mat. And we would sit on the mat in a circle, like a semicircle. I had these like shoes on that were also rubber. They were like heeled rubber sandals. And the teacher was like, who wants to put the VHS in? Or who wants to turn the TV on or something? And I was like, ooh, me. So I took off running and rubber on rubber, I slipped, smacked my head into the TV. I remember running, hitting the TV, and then everything goes black, and then it comes back, and I'm like standing in front of a mirror with a wet paper towel on my head. Then it goes black again, and then it comes back, and I'm in the backseat of my parents' car, and then it goes black again, and then it comes back, and I'm in the doctor's office, and he's going, "You did so good! Lollipop?" Yes, thank you. I will take that. First time getting sent to the principal's office. Okay, so I've only ever been to the principal's office one time, and I wasn't even like actually in trouble. It was in like 3rd grade, and this girl, who was supposed to be my friend, by the way, told her mom that I brought drugs to the school or something and was selling them. And her mom got like really mad and told the principal, and the principal called me into the office and was like, hey, we're gonna give you detention. You stay after school because her mom is like freaking out. She said this to my mom, but she was like, it's not going on your record. I don't believe your daughter was doing this. Sorry. I don't believe your daughter was doing this, but we're gonna give her detention so that it shuts the other parent up. But an honorary mention of me getting in trouble. One time this guy was teasing me about liking another guy, who the other guy that he thought that I liked ended up being my cousin. Disgusting. But I was so annoyed. I was like, I do not like him like that. Like, yeah, he's cool and he's fun to talk to, but no. So I was like, come here. And I put my hands on his shoulder and I kneed him in the balls. And then they made me walk the line at recess. It was basically just like a square that if you were in trouble, you had to walk in the square the entire recess. That was 3rd grade. That was probably like 3rd grade too. that was my rebellion year. That was the last question. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe, right? Also like and comment answering a question that I answered from one of these videos. Anyway, later. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. That's that me espresso.